So this episode is a little bit different. We're heading from Brisbane to Sydney for the Toyota Fest. I've entered the ButterLux into it. It was a last minute decision back in October 24. So this is basically what I filmed heading down there and at the show and basically on the way home. So a little bit of a vloggy type video. So a little bit of a change from being in the backyard in the shed. So I hope you enjoy.
So we're currently just outside of, I don't know, we're somewhere. And yeah, just left home. A bit tired actually, because I went to bed at like 12. And then got up at 3. And then made it over here. I don't know where we are, I forgot. What does it say on the survey? I don't know, we're somewhere. We're heaps south. Look at the map. We're out of Tweed Head, south of just Tweed Head, so having a piss break and then just keep hauling because I want to get to Sydney, so hopefully we make it.
One of my first stops heading south is a place called Nambucca Heads. Now it's around 30 minutes south of Coffs Harbour. It's a small town on the coast basically, and I haven't been here. Last time I was here was 2008, so I was a wee little lad, and to come here in my own car and check it out all over again was pretty cool. Nothing much has changed, but yeah, it was pretty spectacular to be honest. So I'm currently at Nambucca Heads. I haven't been here since like forever, and yeah, she's got some good beaches. Look at that. Pretty flash. You're not bad. But yeah, I've done enough sightseeing. I'm gonna send it off to Sydney now in the big ButterLux because it's the only thing I got. But yeah, it's running good so far. Definitely pushing a bit of oil out, but she's alright. Look at her. But yeah, I think it's a few more hours to Sydney. What is it? 10:30. Says we'll get there around 3-4 o'clock, so got to get hustling. While leaving Bucket Heads, I've come across the 46 hot rod run that they do annually, so that was pretty cool. Was going to stay, but had to go. The ButterLux on the highway actually done pretty well. I just sat it at 105. The revs were at 4.5 grand, which is not too bad for a 4-speed, but can't give it too much hate. Burnt a little bit of fuel, but that's to be expected. Then of course had to cross the infamous Mooney Bridge, and old mate wasn't there and his Nissan Patrol Shorty doing 480 k's past us, so we didn't get rounded up too hard. Alrighty, I am about to drive across the Sydney Harbour Bridge in the ButterLux. Let's see how well this goes. I'll flip it around once we get to it. Scary. 70s. Man. Oh, fellas, we're doing it. Oh, look at that. Now I've got to pay attention because I want to get off this thing. Look at that. Oh, there's the car. There's the car. Hey. Gotta see it to believe it, eh? Surely there's a car park here. Look at that. Don't cross the road, guys. Oh, now we've got dramas because I don't know how to get back. Oh no. Look at this, guys. The Sydney Harbour Bridge. Underneath the Big Banger on the south side. What do we have? Oh, the ButterLux. I feel very touristy at the moment, but it is what it is. We're on tour, boys. So you're probably wondering why I'm down in Sydney at Castle Hill Toyota, because tomorrow they are hosting Toyota Fest for their 21st year. So the old ButterLux is going to be entered into that, and it's going to be somewhere in there tomorrow, displayed with all the other Toyotas that are probably heaps better than mine, but mine drove all the way from Brisbane to Sydney, so definitely a little bit of a trek. But yeah, I am keen for tomorrow. So we are currently at Toyota Fest. It is their 21st year on doing this, and everyone's just rolling in at the moment. As you can see, if it wants to focus, everyone's cruising up. Yeah, the old ButterLux made it to Sydney, which is impressive. But yeah, this guy's one is pretty good, 60. But yeah, we'll just wait it up, and there's a Hilux over there that I want to see. That looks pretty clean. So yeah, we just wait it up till everyone shows up, I reckon. But yeah, it should be good. So the show has definitely really kicked off. There is a bunch of cars as far as the eye can see. There are some pretty cool ones which I'll show. We've got this 4Runner here. It's got a V6 swapped engine, which is pretty neat. And then we've got this clean looking 60 over here. It's pretty nice, but yeah, I'll try and get a few shots for the Model 1. That's my big brother. He drove up from Canberra and met me at the show, which was pretty cool. And he tagged along with me over the Blue Mountains and over to Lithgow. And then he headed on south back to Canberra because let's go back to work. So he couldn't join me for the rest of the trip, but it was pretty cool having him join me part ways of the trip. So after the show, we made our way over the Blue Mountains, had a look at the Three Sisters, which was pretty cool. And then, yeah, my brother and I kept trucking along. We made it to Lithgow, which is just across the other side of the Blue Mountains from Sydney. Here's a little bit of a shot there. And then there was this cool 45 in someone's front yard, a bit of yard art. And then the next day, after staying the night at Lithgow, we made it to Bathurst. The V8 supercars were in town, and I wasn't able to go around the track, sadly, but that leads us then to the bridle track, which is where the sort of excitement of the trip shows up, because I've always wanted to do this track, and now the time's to do it. Now is the time to do it in the ButterLux. Well, we've made it to the bridle track. Quite the drive, I reckon, but I don't know if I'm going to camp along the river or at Hill's End and get this track done with, because the Hilux is getting hard to start. And last time I started it was at a 7-Eleven at Lithgow, and I haven't turned it off since, because to start it you got to spray it basically clean. It will start your bastard down its throat, and then it goes. So I don't want to deal with tomorrow morning if I'm going to get started on the side of the track. So I just might go all the way to Hill End, camp there for the night. So at least there's people around that could help if I end up going, which hopefully doesn't happen. But yeah, I'm proper keen for this track. It's gonna be good. Look at the ButterLux in all the glory. Yeah, it should be fun, I reckon. So we're about to do the main bypass part of the track, because the old part got eroded and washed away, and then they've got this bypass now, so hopefully it should be alright. Camera does not do justice on how steep this really is. And she's rough as well. Yeah. So far, the Hilux is holding up to the bridle track. It's been pretty good so far. Definitely a bit of a drop down, but as long as you stick to the road, you'll be right. And yeah, I think I'm still going to camp at Hill End, because there've been some good campsites, but tomorrow I've got a long drive, so I don't really want to do one half of the bridle track today and then wake up tomorrow and go, oh, I still need to do the other half. So I just want to get it mostly done and dusted today, so that when I wake up in the morning and just pack up and it's straight on the blacktop, gone. And plus I don't feel like, as I said, my car not starting on the side of the track, or rather it's not start in town, whether at least there's a chance where I could get it looked down or helps with people. But yeah, there's definitely traffic. Oh, I've got to concentrate here. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of traffic along here, so it's very just take your time type drive. I'm like maxing 20 kilometers an hour this whole track, and then whenever people come up behind me super fast, or faster than me, I just, you know, let them through. But yeah, I might pick a spot closer to Hill End, but who knows. Either way, loving this track. Definitely want to come back and actually camp along properly with a car that I know will start first go when I hit the key, because at the moment, oh, I got no trust, and I haven't turned it off since, you know, Lithgow. So that's how we're going so far. If you're ever in the Bathurst region and you're road tripping, of course, and you got a 4-wheel drive and you head north, I would recommend definitely doing the bridle track. It's like, it's cruisy as you're down by the river, you're up in the cliffs. As long as you got a little bit of experience of 4-wheel driving and you know your vehicle, you'll have no problems at all completing this track. Take a look at that. Now the track winds down all the way down there. Looks alright. Very nice. There's a campsite down there. Just there that I was planning on staying at. I'll suss it out, but still, I really don't want to do this track tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll see how we go. So the campsite that I was going to stay at just got taken. Like, I was like a few minutes too late, which is fair because I'm still camping at Hill End. But yeah, this is the place. Mary Flynn Reserve. Next time I do the bridle track, I'll be staying there because it looked pretty sweet. But yeah, it's like 9, what does it say on the sign? 10 Ks to Hill End, so I'll punch that out and then figure out a spot to camp at Hill End, which is alright. But yeah, it would have been a crap spot. Well, it would have been a good spot down there, but it would have been terrible if my car couldn't start because it's like vertical, basically trying to get out, like back there. So yeah, we'll just keep on moseying on and there we go. What time is it? It's 3:37, so a bit of time before sun goes down. So we'll just keep moseying along. So we've got the bridle track going on here. ButterLux is loving it. We're getting close to Hill End. And yeah, we got some friends over here, some billy goats. Yeah, we got them ones. But yeah, the ButterLux is loving it so far. Yeah, we're like 5 Ks out of Hill End, so we just keep chugging along. Have a go at this fella. Straight chilling with a view. Look at that. Oh mate knows, he's living it up. That's what he's doing. Just finished the bridle track. Have a look at this fella. The old red-bellied black snake. Sign's just up here, so we'll take a photo. Well, we've done it, guys. Bridle track is done and dusted. It was definitely quite the drive. If you ever come around Hill End or Bathurst way and you've got a full drive, I'd recommend doing it because it's pretty nice actually. Scenic. And if you don't mind heights, then you're all sweet then. But yeah, gotta find a place to camp up for tonight. Alrighty, we finally got a campsite. There's no internet out here, so I had to go to the Hill End pub, motel basically. Tax their free Wi-Fi, so I finally booked a spot, so I'm allowed here. Got the swag up, gonna get the fire going soon, but it's been one hell of a day. I'm keen to just sit back, sink a few rumbos, maybe have a look at the ButterLux, see if it's all still together, and yeah, just enjoy the evening really. Don't you chew up my GME, hey? Oh. Oi! Oi, get away from me. Oi. Don't you ruin my genuine tighter lens. Oi, get out of it. Go on. Oh, he's chewing up my car now. Beauty. Get out. Get out of here. Well, just sprayed some Start Your Bastard down the throat of this thing. Had me little jumper pack on the battery and she started straight up. Which I'm glad because that's a sigh of relief. Time to head out of here. Main goal is to get to Tamworth and then shoot across from there to the coast. And yeah, probably won't turn this thing off the whole time. Yeah, should be sweet. So this is the look at a Bald Hill. There's the main pub. I can somewhere in that bush there. That's basically all of Hill End. And the bridle track entrance is somewhere over there, I think. But yeah, got the old ButterLux at the lookout. Start making me way to Tamworth. I reckon this would have been
Mean has to come up here at sunset, but I had to set up camp. Yeah, this is very nice actually.
Having one more glance around Hill End before I have to do the 690 kilometre trek to Pillar Valley, which is just north of Coffs Harbour. So yeah, it was a little bit of a drive that day to get to Pillar Valley, where I was going to stay the night at Mini Waters along the coast.
Alrighty, we camped up at Illaroo campground, just outside of Mini Water. This is the setup we got going on here. Swag, awning. It was supposed to rain last night, but it didn't. It's probably going to rain sometime today on the way home. But yeah, it's actually a pretty good spot I got here. It's not too bad. And then the beach is just over there, so a little bit of a walk away. Not even a little, just a little walk away. Yeah, slept pretty good last night. Hear the waves. But yeah, it's time to head home. Before head home though, might drive along the beach because you can, if I feel like it. And then we're going to check out the Pillar Valley wreckers, which is mainly just Hiluxes. So that's going to be interesting and fun to see. And then it's a 4-hour drive home along the highway back to Brisbane. So get careful. So we're leaving Mini Waters at the moment. Just thought I'd drive around town. It's a pretty nice small little beach town, I reckon, right on the coastline. If you were to retire, I'd go here. It's pretty cruisy, this place. Well, this place has got a heap of Hiluxes and surfs just everywhere. I'm in heaven. Like, look at this big blue beast down here. Like, there's not much parts. Well, there are parts, but they're slowly rusting into the ground. Look at that. And then there's a few forerunners up there that have a few good goodies up on it. I didn't bring much money in cash, which is dramas, because I want to get a few things while I can. But like, still, I'm definitely coming back here to get some few bits. Like, if you got these 2.8 Hiluxes, then you need parts. Mate, this guy's got you covered. He doesn't normally let people walk around, so I feel pretty privileged too. But yeah, mate, stuff everywhere. I'm in heaven. There's just hidden gems here and there. If you need grills, all up in there. I think it's about to rain, so I'm gonna suss out those forerunners and show you them. Well, this place has got a heap of Hiluxes and surfs just everywhere. I'm in heaven. Like, look at this big blue beast down here. Like, there's not much parts. Well, there are parts, but they're slowly rusting into the ground. Look at that. And then there's a few forerunners up there that have a few good goodies up on it. I didn't bring much money in cash, which is dramas, because I want to get a few things while I can. But like, still, I'm definitely coming back here to get some few bits. Like, if you got these 2.8 Hiluxes, then you need parts. Mate, this guy's got you covered. He doesn't normally let people walk around, so I feel pretty privileged too. But yeah, mate, stuff everywhere. I'm in heaven. There's just hidden gems here and there. If you need grills, all all up in there. I think it's about to rain, so I'm gonna suss out those forerunners and show you them. So we got this forerunner here. Look at the front of that. That lower valence, bit of money, and have a go at this. Ready? Oh, look at the door cards, and then the dash. Oh, pristine. Like, that is the best you're gonna get. Like, this interior must be worth heaps. I don't know how much I'll make charges. I don't know how much he charges, but that's center console. All down in here. Original stereo. Oh my god. Durries. But dude. Oh, those pieces, I need them. I need the seatbelts. I didn't bring any money. No, surely he takes card. I doubt. Oh, branch just scared me. But this thing had the 4YE in it. So the automatic. But there's remnants of a 4YE, which is a 4Y that's fuel injected. And you got this one here. Big 2.4. He's got a mean as grill in here. One thing I'm taking away from me is probably that grill, because that is pristine. That's going on my red one. If we come over here, to this forerunner, this is what gets me excited. Have a go at this. This is a gem. A 4YE, and this boy looks complete. That gets me excited, I tell you what. I wonder how much he wants for this. Either way, it's cool to see one in person, really. This one is a bit sad looking inside. A few guards. This would have been probably as good as that one over there. Oh, you even got the EFI badge on it. You can't even see if it's got the EFI badge. Apparently he had heaps of these, but he's sold them all or scrapped them because he's taking up space and he's slowing down a bit. So definitely got to come back and with a bunch of cash and buy a few goods off of him. Well, this really concludes the trip, ending at Pillar Valley Wreckers. We'll be visiting again because I want to come back for that 4YE. But yeah, been quite the visit. Apparently had some really good stuff back in the day, but it's all gone now, which is a shame. But yeah, still happy to come here anyways and check it all out. So yeah, this concludes my trip. I'm going to drive back home to Brisbane, another 4 hours, so in the rain, so it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, hopefully the ButterLux makes it, which it should. And yeah, it's been a pretty good trip, quite enjoyed it. Look at this SAR, absolute weapon. Big tipper. That's a real one. You got all these ones.
I can't see anything. It's going to be a long drive, I'll tell you what. It doesn't look bad on camera, but it's bad. So the rain did eventually die off, luckily, because I literally couldn't see nothing. I literally got on the highway, instantly torrential downfall, full Hilux filled up with water because it's got rust holes. Windscreen instantly fogged up, had to get the heater cranking to defrost the windscreen, but nah, making our way back home now. The rain cleared off, luckily. But yeah, all around this trip was pretty good. Pretty good. That was like a spontaneous last minute plan. It was like 2 weeks before I actually booked the ticket to actually going, so that was pretty good. And then yeah, surprised how well the ButterLux held up, considering the engine is sort of an unknown besides doing the timing chain. But it did eventually die 2 weeks later after the trip, because cylinder 1 kind of lost all compression and it was getting harder and harder to start. And the reason why I was stressing so hard with going along the Bridle track and not camping is because, like, in the morning at Lithgow, we went up to a lookout, shut the ButterLux off, tried to start it, did not want to start, and then filled up at a 7-Eleven, turned it off, tried to start again, did not want to start. So from Lithgow, Bathurst, then to Hill End, did not turn the car off the whole time, which it did start in the morning, luckily, and got me home, which was sweet. But yeah, this trip was pretty good, going from Brisbane to Sydney, then the back way home through Bathurst, Hill End, and then up to Grafton and that, and then back along the highway was pretty good. But yeah, the ButterLux is rebuilt now. That's a whole video in itself on the engine rebuild. We'll get to that one day. But yeah, crossing the New South Wales to Queensland border now, and just got to deal with the Gold Coast traffic on the way home, and then we'll be home sweet home.
Well, that concludes the wrap on this trip. The ButterLux made it back home in one piece. It's raining and everything's drenched and everything inside's sort of wet because it leaks a bit. But I did some waterproofing and taped that all up. Had to leave that open for my jet for the washers. But other than that, she made it back home in one piece. I don't know how good the engine is, but it held up. That's all I got to say.